Hey YouTube, Roy Marko with Marko Custom Built Models, coming today with an unboxing of this 1960 Chevy Custom Fleetside. It's 1/25th scale AMT. This kit's been out before, but this is the first time. Comes with a go-kart, which is kind of neat. You can see the water slide decal sheet there, and then of course go-kart in the back. Shows the features having the inline 6-cylinder engine, the stock hubcaps, that iconic grille with the markers above the headlights and grille. So yeah, there's that, and then of course there's the back side with all your parts. But let's get inside the box and see what we got. So, alright, there's how we get it. Okay, so here we have the cab of the truck, and it has the so Chevrolet Apache 10 on the side. You can see that there. It's molded in. This one has a roof cap that glues on, so that's not the finished top because it has an overhang. There's a back wall that glues in, a small back window. I'm not even sure if these had big back windows in that era. Maybe they did. Okay, there's some interior under hood detail. And then we have the box. The box in this model is almost one piece. Trucks, you have to glue the sides on and glue the inside walls on and front wall. This one has the front wall, inner and sides on, and there's just a tail section that goes on that holds the tail lights. It has the detail of a wooden box floor and rivets, and I shouldn't say rivets, these are actually bolted down with bolts and strips. Of course, on the bottom side the detail is also reversed, so if you pick it up the wood is on the bottom, and then all these floor supports are built right into the bottom of the box there, so pretty good detail. So let's see what we got in the clear parts bag next here. So open that up. So on the transparent tree here we have the windshield with the vent windows molded in, and it also has the visors here, part of the windshield assembly. Nice points to line it up in good glue location. We have 4 transparent headlights and of course a rear window. And then there's the taillights. Okay, get a set of those. Alright, so on this tree here there are 4 wheel backs, as well as the parts that hold it from the wheel back to the pins, which allow the wheels to turn if you want. These are the front spindles and coil springs. So that's everything on that tree there, and there's the other side. Here we have the interior and the grill insert, like the insert that goes where the grill goes onto. These are the box sides that hold the tail lights and some detail for the tailgate. And there's the tailgate with the word Chevrolet. This actually has it molded right into the tailgate, so you can paint that a separate color if you want. On the interior you have the carpet or rubber floor mat detail all built in there, and the gas pedal. Location for the seats. No fuel tank detail behind, because once the seat's in you don't see it, so maybe there's a fuel tank outside of this. Well, look, the underside of the floor has all the indentations and pieces that you'd see on the truck, and there's the back side, and even the word Chevrolet is then brought over on the tailgate on the inside like it's stamped steel. There's that beautiful chassis on these trucks. 67 to 72, they sort of got rid of this X member, but that's a really neat looking chassis. It looks like a nice strong chassis on these trucks. This has the long trailing arm rear suspension that goes in the rear, that ended in 72 on the half tons, and then here's your front suspension. Part of the details there, the rest of it all glues on, and that's what it looks like on the other side. This is a trim piece. The hood is 2-piece. because the hood has a lot of depth and several complex curves, they casted it with a separate piece on the bottom. These are the trim pieces that go on the dash. Kind of finish that off. Here's a steering column, steering box assembly, and some heater hosing. There's the other side there. Here's a steering wheel. Nice detail, and I'm guessing there's a chrome piece that'll glue in there, either for the horn button, or I think that would just have a center horn button. Another bag here. There's the door panels for that interior, so very easy to paint these up and pick off the detail. And then there's the back wall for the truck. And on the other side, here we have the bench seat in two pieces. You have the intake manifold and exhaust manifold for the 6-cylinder. We have the generator there, and this is the master cylinder. And then there's two halves to the brake booster, so it has power brakes that goes on the firewall there. So there it is there. There's on the back side what that looks like. Then we have the exhaust system, which is two pieces. It's a single exhaust, being a 6-cylinder. You got the muffler tailpipe and then the mid pipe. In that bag we also have, I think, most of the go-kart. There should be some more. You have a seat, the chassis of the go-kart here. We got the 4 tires that go on the go-kart and a seat belt. And then these pieces are what you see where it sits on the box, and then the go-kart wheels fit in here to be able to haul it. There's the go-kart chassis as well. You can see has some detail on the other side. Here's that roof panel talked about there. That's the detail in here. There's some steering gear detail and the front lower suspension detail. This truck has torsion bar front suspension, looks like. Okay. So there you go. Other side. Here we have hood hinges. I think that would only go on if you want to display the hood in the open position. There's the top of the hood. Rear differential. You have those long trailing arms, panhard bar, rear shocks, and then these would be the front shocks. Got spare tire detail, 6 lug with all the holes drilled. It's nice. And then of course the upper control arms there. That's what it looks like on the back. This is the last of the white parts. You have the 2 halves of that 6-cylinder engine, probably 3 on the tree transmission here. We have the rad support and upper rad support here. A couple of license plate brackets. This is the dashboard here with all the detail basically molded into it. Okay. This looks like radio delete. Have a valve cover here. This is the timing chain water pump detail, timing chain cover, water pump detail, coil, starter, oil pan. This is the accessory drive belt, the radiator, fan, horn. We've got the battery here, nice detail on the battery, and then vent tube, some radiator hoses. Also the firewall is here. The master cylinder looks like it's built in. Okay, there's the tree there. And there's the back side. Here's all the chrome accessories for the go-kart. You have the 4 wheels. There's some engine detail here. Looks like 2 halves make the engine. You got a chrome helmet. This looks like a brake assembly. Steering wheel. There is the chain detail to drive the wheel. There's 2 sides to that. Looks like another engine here. So this looks like a twin engine go-kart, where it has the left and right engine. I've seen that before. There's a little sort of shield that goes over the steering column, and then front and rear crash guards, and a little bit of a roll bar. And what do we have here? The 4 wing nuts for the wheels, looks like. Yeah, it looks like knockoffs. So there's the one side of the tree there, and then there's the other. Alright, here are these are to represent wheels with center dog dish hubcaps on them. So the cap is kind of molded in. There's the outer rim. So they display them chrome on the box, but they should be painted the rim color and that. There's the front upper signal light assemblies that go in the hood. Rear view mirror, got a side mirror, Chevy emblem. And then there's the rear bumper here to hold the license plate, and then there's the front bumper there, and then that iconic Chevrolet grille. This is the bottom of the grille. On the box it almost looks like a custom grille, but that's the way they look there. There's the back side if there's any details you need to see. Okay, in the kit it comes with these pad printed white wall tires. They say Firestone on them. There's a wide white wall side, and then if you flip them over, there's a skinny white wall side here. They have just sort of a straight pattern, very bias ply era tire. We got Keith Super Service, open 24 hours a day if you want to make it like a service rig. You got some wrenches if you want to customize the truck with some sort of like pinstriping, you can do that. These are great water slides. You can use them on other hot rod builds or other truck builds. We got the go-kart racing water slides as well. And then we have some license plates. One for 1960 and then go-karts. Anyway, and of course some racing decals and some stripes for the actual go-kart itself. So there's what you get there. Here's the instruction manual just for the go-kart. Just a one-step deal. Here's the instruction manual for the truck. There's engine assembly there, wheel assembly, chassis assembly, putting the engine and the wheels on the chassis. There's some interior assembly there, putting the windows in, rad support, firewall. And there's the back of the box, how you assemble that. There's your sort of final assembly of the truck. Alright, well there you have it. That's everything that you get. The 1960 Chevrolet Custom Fleetside Apache 1/25th scale by AMT, around 2 models. If you like these videos, please subscribe, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Please share and comment, as I always love reading the comments. And as always, have yourself a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.